Algar Productions.
This is the Post-Atomic Horror, the most comprehensive Star Trek podcast ever produced. Your hosts are Ron Algar Watt and Maggie Robotham. Episode 513, Brink and A Touch of Grey.
Hi friends, welcome to the Post-Atomic Horror. I'm Al.
I'm Maggie.
And we're nearly done with Prodigy.
And
Oh.
it's probably about time to nearly be done with Prodigy.
I was thinking about this. Has a Trek series ever gone so completely, like winning us over with season one and then just whizzing it down its leg after that? And
yeah.
I was thinking about the original series kind of did that. Season 3 ran out of money and they lost a bunch of their creative team, and a lot of those episodes weren't good, but there were still some classics in there.
Oh, yeah. Some of those might have been classics just because they were so fucking memorable.
Yeah, it could be.
Way to Eden's not a good episode, but it is fucking insane. So,
Yeah, but
that covers some ground.
But the Tholian Web was season 3, and that is my favorite.
That is
original series episode. So
yeah, that's a genuinely good episode.
Yeah, and there's a handful in there, but I'm trying to think. Discovery got us early and then lost us. This happens occasionally.
Well,
But
Discovery was so all over the place. I wouldn't compare these two just because it was veering dramatically from good to fucking god awful.
That's true. Whereas this show
Sometimes within a season.
This show had a clear vision in its first season, and it was obvious they planned out the whole season, but also each individual episode was decent. And I said, it never went above maybe a 7 for me, but it was always that. It was consistent.
Yeah, it's consistent. It's consistently fine, and that can go a long way.
Consistently above average. Not excellent, but better than fine. Which, why is season 2 so bad?
Man, I don't know. It feels like a combination of a lot of okay, that didn't work. Let's tinker with it. I think we tinkered too much, and also let's get real into the Voyager of it all, because that's what the fans seem to want.
Well, I mean, we've said this before. We liked the idea of Voyager better than we liked Voyager, but there was a lot there to like.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing Kate again has been great.
Oh, yeah. Look, I got no problem with Kate being here. It's
And the Doctor, too. The only problem cast-wise is Chakotay, but...
Yeah, I know. I was just, Well, if your problem's not Kate or the Doctor, there seems to be a lot of problems being filled by one particular character, and I'll tell you this much, it's not the ship.
Yep. And I don't even mind some... We'll get into this, because I know you talk about this in the second episode. There's some not terrible fan service, but
It's also... I mean, we'll get into it, but
it's boring.
Yeah, it's real boring. I'm bored.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it.
I want to see Jenkin Pog punch stuff with his robot hand. I don't want to see Jenkin Pog being Jenkin Pog really thinks it's cool that all these old cast members are here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really, Wesley Crusher? Tell Jenkin Pog more.
Jenkin Pog finds everything Wesley Crusher says to be very interesting and not at all boring and annoying.
And Sukas just laid that down in 15 minutes. Hey!
I'm out of here. Jason's up on the roof again.
Yep. Well, he does that. All right.
You'll never get me down.
Why don't you tell us about the episode called Brink? Sorry, I mean, oh shit, I'm never gonna live that down, am I?
Was the Brink there?
Yep. All right. Take it away.
All right. So, as Voyager reluctantly follows Admiral Jellicle's orders and heads back to Earth, Gwyn and the bridge crew make a plan to beam down to Solomon and rescue the despicable murderer Wesley Crusher. Now, remember, says Admiral Janeway, you're a ragtag band of outlaws disavowed by Starfleet. So get changed into your old dirtbag clothes. Rock, get your shirt off. The team heads down to Q Division and gets equipped with a portable cloaking device, a transporter beacon, and an Aston Martin that sexually harasses women. Arriving on Solemn, the kids swing by the Diviner's old apartment to pick him up, only to discover, a good past Essentia and this time travel horseshit is officially getting way too complicated for me. Like, I've seen a lot of time travel in my time, and despite what I will absolutely tell you to your face, I am not a stupid woman. But I cannot, for the love of God, keep track of any of this shit anymore. Pasensia tells the team that the diviner has been sent to prison, and Gwen does the unthinkable and splits the party. While one team of dopes sneak the diviner off of a prison train, the other team of idiots attempts to save Wesley Crusher from Asensia's solemn Fortress of Misery playset. The diviner heist goes fine, the Wesley heist goes a little hinky due to Will Wheaton's overacting, and eventually everyone escapes out the back and meets up, only to be captured by evil Asensia and her solemn assault stormtroopers. It looks bad until Dal takes the initiative to use the transporter beacon to send the diviner and Wesley back to Voyager, where they'll be no in the next episode at all. Fingers crossed.
Well, spoilers for my summary. I got some bad news for you.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I got some bad news, Maggie. They're in space.
This was boring. This is so boring.
Yep. I mean,
I don't want this.
The next one was, too, like when I wrote my summary a couple hours ago, and I'm skimming back through the episode. What happened? And nothing. Nothing happened. It's a bunch of... when Mark was on some weeks ago, he referred to it as Puncho Puncho Run Run, and I can't stop thinking about that. Which itself came from Italian Spider-Man, but, you know.
Well, we do support Italian Spider-Man on this podcast.
Of course. Okay. Yeah, this wasn't very good.
I went into this episode and I was excited. I'm like, I guess these are the last two sort of one-off episodes. Like, I was pretty excited for that, and then it was just another two-parter. It just had different names.
Yeah, they're going full serialization with this, and I was the same. I thought the two-part finale would wrap all the season stuff up, but we'd get some, like we had last season, where we met up with some Borg, and we did a Prime Directive episode, and we did the Kobayashi Maru, like all the Star Trek like greatest hits. Here,
this is just
not
like
so much.
Boring people on a boring planet of boring idiots, just boring me.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. Well, let's get into your
Jacob
bad thing.
Pog, please, for the love of God, say something stupid.
Let's get into your bad thing.
Let me find it. This show feels like it's been taking a bit of a nosedive, and as it all winds down, and this one basically hinges on the crew saving two characters that I do not care about, and also putting Gwyn in the chair as the main character that this episode is pretty much about, and God, is it boring! And as stated in my summary, I cannot keep track of any more of this time travel bullshit anymore. Did we need a spare Asensia? What the fuck was the point of that? Like, what? She can't just be like, yes, I'm the diviner's assistant who was also here. Like, no, we need a spare one of these for some reason.
I agree with you, but I think there's a little potential in this. This must have been done in the course of Star Trek or just sci-fi in general, but like the idea of a redemption arc involving time travel where someone turned out so bad, but then you go back and meet their younger self and they're okay and you try to make them okay. Like there's a kernel of a good idea there. You know what I mean? Like the fact that the diviner was just Gwyn's dad who went down the wrong path and we have a chance to fix that. Like that's interesting to me, but they don't do it in a way where it is interesting.
The episode doesn't seem doesn't want to do anything with it. Like doing episodes about the fact that his daughter has shown up and is like, hey, I'm your daughter, is all the paternal stuff sort of blanked over all of the dictator stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not that guy yet. Like that's what I mean. You get a do-over. Like if my child from the future showed up and said, you're about to make some real stupid mistakes and turn into a real jerk, could you not do that? Like, I don't know. There's something interesting about that to me. But again, they're not focusing on the right parts of that to make it interesting.
Yeah.
And then bringing Asensia in could have made it more interesting. And instead, they doubled down on the boring parts.
Yeah. It's like, Kang from Marvel Comics? The character no one cares about?
Well, they were gonna make us care about him in the movies, and then something real bad happened. But
they tried, but no, it didn't happen. No, there's his deal is that there's 6 of him running around through time, and they all hate each other. There's something there, but
so
fucking man, that That ain't in this.
It's like Flash and Reverse Flash if they were the same guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, Barry. I am the reason you fell down the stairs that time.
But that's, I know, you tripped over your own feet. It's me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. My bad thing. So Wesley gets mad at the kids for splitting the party, as you say.
So mad, too.
And, like, he never tells them why they're supposed to. It's still, like, now that we're on the other side of it with these 2 episodes, it was never clear to me why they were supposed to stay together. There was no particular, like, if we got to a plot point where each character has something important to do and made everything happen, then I'd be like, oh yeah, they did need to stick together. But it seemed to be, you need to stick together just because I said so. And the fact, 1, it's not clear that what they were supposed to do. 2, it's not clear why they were supposed to do it. 3, they're children. Mm-hmm. And he's mad at them for not being able to determine exactly what he meant with his vague prophetic time travel bullshit. You kids didn't anticipate your destiny because some idiot said so. Well, no, they're kids.
You know what? I'm sorry, Wesley, but when you were making your stupid vague pronouncements, wandering around, pulling shit out of space, and making metaphors about the shirt that you're wearing, like, no. You know what? I wasn't able to follow your exacting plans that you must have laid out. That I could take to the future. You know what? No, that one is on me. I'm sorry. I can't parse the dumb bullshit that's falling out of your mouth constantly.
When you took me to Gary Seven's swinger pad, you maybe could have let me look at the crazy yarn board that you definitely have that spells all this out.
Mm-hmm. But no, you're just like, hey, do you want a fucking milkshake or whatever the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just chill out. I know you were there for like 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. Plus, time shouldn't mean
anything. No, I have to be wacky and random like the Doctor.
Except he's not like the Doctor, because I know you're not huge into Doctor Who, but better versions of that character are pretty charismatic. And Wesley does not have any of what the kids call Riz at all.
No, but like he's trying
Rizless.
So hard.
Yep, he really is.
No, guys, Wesley's still cool. Come on, I'm with it.
Wesley was never cool.
No.
There was we talked about this way, way, way back in the day when we started reviewing Next Gen. Like, there was an overcorrection. We all said, Will Wheaton was a child, and he seems pretty cool now in 2010. Mm-hmm. Maybe we were harsh, and maybe Wesley's not so bad. And no, the thing is, the writing still sucked. And it turns out Will Wheaton never really became much of a better actor. So
not really.
I honestly, legit think he could have been better, but he doesn't have a ton of acting experience. What he did was pivot to a career where he talked about his acting.
Yes.
Then they got him to do this, but it's not like some child actors where they just they pay their dues and they really just like, okay, I'm going to be a character actor for a while, or I'm going to be a supporting guy and I'm going to really learn. Like Haley Joel Osment, the kid from Sixth Sense, turned out to be a pretty good actor.
Yeah, he is.
Like he's weird looking, but like,
but you know what? There's a place for that.
Yeah, and I think it's because when you pick a cute kid, they don't often grow up to be a cute adult. That's not his fault, but like, his head's a little too big.
No one can tell you where genetics are headed.
Yeah, exactly. But like he did he put in his time, and he's like, okay, I am not going to be the star for a while. I'm going to have to hang back and learn how to act. And he did. And now he's pretty good. And like Will Wheaton could have done that. And instead he's like on the Kevin Smith plan of like, I'm just going to do cons and talk about tell the same 10 anecdotes. And that's it.
Well, that's the thing. Like he disappeared to go be like professionally Will Wheaton. And then like that popularity thing happened. He started showing up on the Big Bang Theory. And then where he played himself. Yeah.
That show was the most sitcom. Like, you show up, you hit your mark, you say your line, and you wait for the laugh.
Listen,
that's it. There's not a lot of acting there.
No one is saying he got in his acting chops over there. I'm just saying, no, there's nothing here, man. Like,
yeah. Ugh. So and also he doesn't seem like a great person, but that's a separate thing.
Yeah, that too.
Let's see what else. What was your good thing?
Bribble doesn't come along on the adventure. I was very excited about that.
That's true. Unless they come back to Bribble in the finale, we might be our Bribble period might be at a merciful end.
I mean, one way or another, like, there's only 2 episodes left, so the Bribble quotient's probably going to be kept pretty low.
I don't know. You know how the last season of DS9 was real Ezri heavy because Ezri just showed up? I worry that the finale's going to focus primarily on Bribble somehow.
Well, I mean, when Bribble evolves into the ultimate life form and to save everybody because it's got time travel powers or something, I'll be real disappointed. That'll be my bad thing in advance.
No, that's going to be Murph.
Yeah.
Murph's going to be the one that saves them all. You know that.
Murph's definitely the star child or whatever, you know?
Uh-huh. That always just makes me think of the end of a C-Lab episode. I wonder what the space baby thinks of all this.
Well...
I got nothing. My good thing, they had a portable cloaking device, as you mentioned, and it was very James Bond. It was very James Bond, and it was also very Mission Impossible. They even said, if you are captured, Starfleet will disavow all knowledge, which I think was a paraphrase from the Mission Impossible show. I don't know the movies at all, but I'm pretty sure they said that to the guy before every mission was like,
your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Yeah. And we will disavow all knowledge. But one of the things that they gave them was a portable cloaking device, which I thought was a very cool idea. That's that thing I always have been praising since we've been here, is when you take something that already exists in the Star Trek world and repurpose it, like self-replicating minds, for instance, or a portable cloaking device. That's cool. And I would rather you give it to some competent people, but they did get a good comedy beat or two out of these kids, this group of, what are they, 7 of them? Which includes Rock, who is the size of 5 of them put together already.
Yep.
Huddling together in the small bubble this thing makes and trying to be quiet. That was funny.
Shut up, you idiots. Stumble, stumble, stumble. Trip.
The guards turn around. Did you hear something?
There's a bit where they've sort of moved around a guard, and another guard is sort of poking at space with his spear, just could have sworn I heard 7 children.
Plus, it's probably moving the air. So, you're like, something's here. What the,
Yeah.
No, that was all cute. The concept of it was good, and they did a very specifically Prodigy thing with it, which making it funny. That was good. There was a good 3 minutes where I was enjoying myself.
Well, that's the thing. We actually got to spend time with the kids, and the kids were being fun and funny.
Yeah.
The characters that we're here for, that the show is about.
No, and we're going to get into this more in the next episode, but yeah, that's a thing. Oh, Rock at one point, when they're trying to plan how they're gonna get out of there, says, well, if we get to Wesley, remember, space and time and thought are the same, so he can just imagine us home. What? Come on.
That's not a great plan, Rock. Also, please don't put all your hopes on Wesley Crusher. I know you just met him and you're like, oh, this guy's cool, right?
Yeah.
Rock especially was like, wow, the famous Wesley Crusher.
I think in the various circles they travel in, Rock would be the most likely one to say that. Wesley came up with a few scientific advancements on the Enterprise D. Plus, if you're a kid looking to excel at a young age in Starfleet, you probably hear about this guy.
Did you hear about Wesley Crusher? He killed a guy.
Yeah, I mean, there should, if nothing else, be an asterisk in his file. But really, that should be the whole thing, What else?
Let's see. I'm looking at my notes here. I have the note. Wow, they captured Wesley Crusher. Oh, that must have been incredibly difficult.
Well, and then he pulls the Pee Wee Herman. I meant to do that.
It was all part of my plan.
Yep. But
la, la, la. I wish Pee Wee Herman had been here.
Gonna eat my delicious cereal, Pee Wee? He does that. I meant to do that thing. I meant to. Really? Did you mean to?
It all went according to plan. Your plan involved your brain being tortured for several months.
Yeah.
Yep. And it worked perfectly.
Okay.
My plan came together quite guerrilla.
Oh, and near the end of the episode, has it always been this way? Has Dal's rat tail always been prehensile?
Oh, yes. It sucks.
We probably talked about this and I just forgot or deliberately blocked it out because it's traumatic. But
Yeah.
he grabs a phaser or a remote control or some smallish tech device.
Yep, with his nasty tail.
I'm like, ah. Which I guess he was just holding against his neck the whole time.
Yep. It's gross.
Like I have a quite long ponytail, and just the idea of holding an object with it just unappealing.
Well, like the idea to me that it is like a literal rat's tail makes me so sick.
It doesn't like
just having it curl around shit. Blah!
I don't have that whole like body horror thing that you have, but like it's still unpleasant.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right.
Listen, Al, all I'm saying is that if we replace flesh, which is weak, with metal, which is strong, everything is going to be a lot better. I
mean, if your pitch starts going in the robot direction, you know you've got me on board.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't have to tell me twice.
Listen, I follow a lot of trans gals on Tumblr, not surprisingly, and I got into a whole fucking robot girl area, and I was like, I didn't know this was a thing for me, but here we are, I guess.
There is a whole subset, it will shock you to learn, of Transformers fans who are trans, and not just because of the wordplay.
No, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yep. All right.
I think I read RC's like canonically trans now in the comics or something.
I mean, that's one of those where every 3 years they completely reboot everything, but there is a version of her who I believe is, yes.
That's cool. That's a thing I know about Transformers. There's not a lot, but
well, you don't need to. Like, I love it, and I like. It's just a dumb cartoon I liked as a kid. It's really not deep at all.
That's the thing. Every time I learn like a small Transformers fact, I'm like, I got to talk to Al about this. That's his thing. Not
really. I mean, yes, but not really. It's kind of like you with Star Wars these days. Where like, oh, do I want to get back into this? Nope, I sure don't.
Nope. Lots of way more interesting things I can be doing with my time.
Exactly. All right. Anything else?
Let me see here. I got a few notes, but
as usual, we have mostly the same notes these days.
Yeah. Oh, one last. They knock out a guard at one point when they're trying to sneak into the place where Wesley's
you got to do that.
Yeah. And he's doing that thing where he's like lying on his face with his ass up in the air.
Oh, I liked this bit. Okay.
It's a good bit. What I noticed was this, like, they put a lot of detail into sculpting that guy's fat ass. Jesus.
I wasn't talking about that bit. I was talking about then Zero operates the unconscious body like a puppet. And Gwen.
Well, Gwen does the voice.
Yeah, Gwen, because Gwen speaks a lot of languages, and this is her native language, speaks for that was a good take on the usual knock the guard out thing. It wasn't just like steal his uniform. This was I hadn't seen this particular spin on that before.
just the idea of it sort of leaning up, hey guys, I'm a real guard.
It's me, your friend. Oh, well, that checks out.
And then he makes some joke and they both laugh and walk away. That was great.
It was very much the bit from Star Trek 6. Don't catch any bugs. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Let's move on then to Touch of Grey. Remember the video for the Grateful Dead song Touch of Grey? The only Grateful Dead song I know. The only Grateful Dead song most people probably know. It features skeletons of the band members playing this song live. It's a very good video for a pretty good song. And it just makes me realize that this episode could have been vastly improved by the presence of a bunch of skeletons. Though I suppose Maggie would say this about any episode.
That's true.
So while the Voyager crew tend to Wesley and are forced to endure more tedious exposition via his unhinged, took too many caffeine pills at a truck stop style delivery, the kids are marched into Essensia's throne room. And then they're fed to one of those stupid time-worm squid things. Watch out, it'll eat your time. Meanwhile, Admiral Janeway assembles an away team of like every named character on Voyager, plus the pre-Diviner and Wesley. Finally, Chakotay and Wesley Crusher get to fight side by side. Someone somewhere must have wanted this. And if this person is you, please write to us at postatomichorror@gmail.com and explain yourself. Kate offers herself to Essensia in exchange for the child prisoners, and then is shot to death. Except this doesn't actually happen, because it's not Kate at all, but the Doctor posing as Kate, which is not a bad trick, to be honest. Then everyone escapes. My overall interest level in this episode, 0. Total number of skeletons appearing on screen, also 0. I know, correlation is not causation, but have you guys tried using more skeletons?
Favorite cast member is also 0.
That's true. Not mine, but very close.
Fair.
Yeah, that would be Jenkin Pog followed by 0.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It rotates.
But Rock is way up there too, actually.
Yeah, I Rock's great.
I like these kids, which really goes to your bad thing.
Yeah, let's get into this right away, because this is the meat of the episode, basically.
Yeah, well, there's nothing. I struggled. I had 2 sentences of plot summary in there and it's all jokes about skeletons, because nothing happens.
There's nothing to go on here.
No, go ahead.
I feel like the show has sort of lost focus in this more serialized story that's been happening during season 2. Mm-hmm. Especially these last couple of episodes, which feel way too focused on Janeway, Wesley, and Chuck, with Gwyn and the solemn stuff taking more focus, which means that we're losing the fun Saturday morning stories that I missed from the first season in favor of boring bullshit fan service. And I want to be clear here. This is still better done fan service than the Lower Decks episodes, which were nothing, but I'm really getting bored by all of it. We've really sort of graduated to, hey, it's Voyager and Wesley, those characters you like. And the kids that this show is about are taking a real backseat.
They really are. And I found myself struggling. What is Rock's arc this season? What is Dal's arc this? I don't even like Dal that much, but Zero had a bit of one, getting the body and losing it and developing a relationship with Majel, but the rest of them, Jenkin Pog's got nothing.
Yeah.
And
no, I really feel like as the series is winding, Zero's arc is done now. They're gonna sort of run around for the next 2 episodes and go hoot hoot, but that's about it. I'm not expecting anything else.
That's fine if you spend the middle part, because Zero got a bunch of focus this season, so I'm happy as far as that goes. But yeah, so many other characters deeply underserved, and I'm sure they're not going to get a lot of time next week.
No.
It's frustrating.
We have 20 minutes, which is not a whole lot of time. And we're now in the place where we have these legacy characters that we've brought back who are doing all of the important stuff. Kate basically feels like the main character of the show.
That part I don't mind. If it's the Captain Kate show and these kids are her crew, which is kind of what they did in season 1 with Hologram Janeway, that's okay.
Yes.
Because when you bring a captain back, the captain shouldn't just be sitting around making wisecracks. They should be front and center. But
yeah,
then you get to the other guys.
Well, it feels like the legacy guys are all crowding out the main cast of this show, you know?
Yep, exactly.
And also, between that and focusing on the solemn stuff, which has been boring since episode 1.
Yup.
And the fact that Gwyn still doesn't really have a personality other than girl who, wants to save her planet. And when the planet she's trying to save is boring and stupid, I don't know what to tell you anymore.
I will say the aesthetic of the planet, the look of the guards was cool. There was some tech that looked all right. I'm struggling. This is not worth all the screen time it got. But
no, they've definitely put thought into trying to make it interesting and unique. But
yeah,
I still don't give a shit. You know?
No, I don't either. I'm with you on that. I just but the look of some of it was okay.
Yeah, no, good guards, guards in this show.
Mm-hmm. But good guard, was it boring?
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is when we've got Essentia basically with a bunch of guards clad in white throwing our heroes to some space monsters, they're really not beating those Star Wars allegations.
No, you're absolutely right.
Between that and last week's fucking space battle against the giant space station, come on, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to spell Trek, right? It doesn't have a W in it.
I mean, unless Chekhov is saying it, then it probably does.
That's, you know what, you got me there. Maybe he should have been legacy character for last season of Prodigy.
I mean,
you finally canonized that I am Admiral.
I wouldn't mind him showing up for one, but
aren't you president now?
No, that's his son.
No, this is son.
Anton Chekhov. I write the cherry tree. Cherry Orchard. A
I
reference.
put phaser down at the beginning of episode. I pick phaser up at the end of episode.
Al only knows the Cherry Orchard by Anton Chekhov because of Monty Python. Just like
Cherry Orchard by Anton Chekhov with 2 Q's and a silent Y.
Mm-hmm. Just like Proust. The only stuff I know about Proust comes from Python.
Yep.
My bad thing for this episode is Wesley has lost his time, space, and mind powers.
Yep.
And that's not a bad thing. I like that. But he goes all Counselor Troy in that episode where she loses her powers and she's whining the whole time about how she's not special and can't do anything. And like, this is a point that I hit hard throughout Kids Love Batman. When a character who has superpowers, especially one who has lots of superpowers like Superman, loses their powers and you get to see them problem solve and work around that. Like, my absolute favorite episode of Justice League, like regular Justice League, not Unlimited, was Hereafter, where Superman's in this like post-apocalyptic wasteland without his powers and he's got to problem solve, and you still see him being heroic as fuck because that's the guy. And you had an opportunity to make to show us what Wesley's all about. And what he's about is, the powers that goat-hooved man gave me aren't working anymore. I don't know what's going to happen next. Yeah, you're not special. Nobody knows what's going to happen next, man. Just keep living, for the love of fuck.
The bit where they're like walking towards the base or whatever, and Wesley's just like, I'm so tired. I'm not used to not teleporting everywhere. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is why Superman is a good character and Wesley Crusher is the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm. But
like, if you ask me who's a better character, Superman or Wesley Crusher, I have a very definitive answer for you.
I don't think at any point in the life of this podcast or in my own life I would have answered to the contrary.
Mm-hmm.
But you could even make him better than Justice League Flash, and they didn't even do that. So,
like, he really does just come along so he can complain about, like, I could solve this in a second if I still had my powers. Yeah, well, you don't.
That's not helpful, Mr. Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
Also, at one point, Kate says, well, I know you're still a good pilot, and you used to be a Starfleet officer and a pretty good one. Like, was he? He was an acting ensign, which doesn't really count. Then he was a cadet.
Nope.
Then he killed a guy. Like,
yeah, he was a cadet. He flunked out of the almost flunked out of the academy and then quit.
And then had a chip on his shoulder about how everyone had made him join Starfleet, which came from out of nowhere.
Yep. Like, there's stuff I will say about Wesley Crusher, but he was never an officer of anything.
No. What was your good thing?
God, man, and there even would have been something with like child prodigy turned burnout turned like got his life together. That's a character arc that a lot of people, especially me, would really like to poke into.
Same.
But no.
Also, you could if you really went in that direction, he's a great choice for this show because these kids are the titular prodigies, and you meet sort of the definitive version of that, and we need to not turn out like this guy. He's a cautionary tale.
Yeah. That's interesting, but fuck.
Yeah. No, he's just annoying. What was your good thing?
Oh, yeah. So there's a bit where we finally get hologram Kate and the Doctor sort of getting together as 2 holograms having a chat together. Mm-hmm. And it's a real cute moment in an otherwise extremely tedious episode. And also it feels like hologram Janeway is flirting with the Doctor, and I kind of love that.
I couldn't tell. You might be right. It was also a bit of fangirling because she she unironically loves his novels, and I think it's because his novels are written from the POV of a hologram, and she can really appreciate them. And he's like, "Oh, you're saying that because you're my friend," and she's like, "No, I love them." And it's great. And maybe she really does. Maybe she's flirting. Maybe it's both. I don't know. I didn't read it as flirting, but that doesn't mean it isn't.
Well, we know that there's other Voyager touched on this, that the Doctor's holo novels touch base with other holograms in the Federation.
No, and by the time of Picard, like Rios has a bunch of holograms. Like this, it's a pretty common thing.
Yeah. And I like the idea that it's like, no, of course you don't like this. You're a human.
Yeah.
Holograms eat this shit up.
Mm-hmm. It's about how humans treat holograms like shit. Of course you don't like it.
They do treat us like shit. Like, look, I love those kids, but Jesus Christ. You ever been shut off? No, it sucks.
You know how many of them call me mom?
Yeah, all of them, all the time.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. That was
Dal has this weird crush mom thing on me. I don't know what the fuck it is, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for Dal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good scene, though. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't, like I said in my summary, I didn't even hate the Doctor pretending to be Kate and kind of overacting, like, oh, you have shot me. I have been felled. The rest is silence. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Big fucking ham. In small doses, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I also like there's the bit where Admiral Janeway meets up with Essentia for the first time, and the first thing she does is go back to her old like I worked for you voice in like a real hi Admiral, did you miss me? I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, because the thing is, every Star Trek captain, like, sort of commands your respect. Like, you have to, like, that's your old boss, but that's your old boss you like and you want them to like you. So,
yeah.
It's hard. It's even when you're an evil overlord, it's hard to unlearn that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if one of Picard's crew became evil, they'd still be like, but is he proud of me?
Yeah, that's all it would take.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Riker becomes evil and all he needs is like a stern talking to from Captain Picard and he's just like, oh God, I'm sorry.
Or a hug, but you're less likely to get that one.
I'm not going to hug you. That's not going to happen. Why are you pressing your body against mine?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Arrested Development stuff this week.
Yeah, apparently so. My good thing. There's a trick. This was not invented by soaps. I just watch a lot of soaps, and I notice it in there a lot. Like when an episode ends on a cliffhanger, and you pick it up next week, and you replay that event, but you replay it from the POV of different characters. I'm always a sucker for that trick, and they do it really well here, where Wesley shows up on the bridge and says whatever dumb bullshit he says. And this time we start with Chuck and Kate in her ready room. And then they're called to the bridge, and then you join that scene. And I don't know, I'm always a fan of doing that. Like Venture Brothers had a really good 2-part episode where you follow Dean one episode, and then you cut across and follow Hank one episode. And like, I don't know, I like that kind of thing.
Yeah. That scene with her and Chuck was also not bad at all, where she's just like, I don't know what the
I'm ready to retire, man. Yeah. Although that said, maybe I read this wrong, but she implied that they're going to retire together.
Yeah, that's sort of what I picked up on, too, and I don't know about that.
She's been talking about retiring to a farm, and at one point she says, that farm's looking pretty good right now, huh? Like, which implies he's coming with her. Like, no, come on.
I don't want this. No.
I was willing to accept he was your first officer for a lot of years. You respect him. You love him as a friend and a colleague, and you didn't want to see him suffer. But you are not romantically involved with this man.
Yeah. We should get married, you and I.
Ugh. Didn't we
go back to my farm? Also, Janeway, do you really want to go to a farm? Like,
has this ever come up before? Did I forget this?
I don't remember. It might have, and it just fell out of my brain, but I don't think so.
I remembered her boyfriend and dog that she left behind when he got sent to the Delta Quadrant, but
like I don't think they were living on a farm or anything.
I don't. If they did, they only mentioned it like once, because we definitely would have had some fun with that, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't remember anything about that.
And it feels like that doesn't feel right for her.
What honestly. It feels like is in Generations when Captain Kirk was suddenly all about horses, and we're like, is he? What?
Like that, every Star Trek captain doesn't have to have like a fucking vineyard to go back to, despite what Lower Decks would tell you.
Let's see. I do like, and you mentioned this, I think in the previous episode, the fact that Wesley has not called his mom in
Yep.
Since he became a traveler, like, what a shitty thing to do, man. You like that character.
Talk to your mom in 30 years.
That character, as we have pointed out pretty regularly, is all about her children and only about her children. And like, look, I'm like, my mother is estranged at this point. I don't talk to her, but that's because she did some stuff that bugged me. As far as I know, there's no friction between these two.
No, he just disappeared. Like, that's
a shitty thing to do.
Clearly, like, they always had a pretty close relationship on the show, you know? Like,
yeah.
I've only got those 7 seasons to go from, but, like, you know.
And he was, in his late teen years, he was definitely a little, like, you can't tell me what to do, Mom.
Shut up,
that was
Mom.
just because he was in his late teens. Like, he must have grown out of that.
Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you've been running around space all this time, and it's not like you were in, like, a weird cloud or something, you know?
Nope.
Which was what I sort of imagined up until like they made him a character on this show and he has like a physical body and is out doing dumb shit. Like, oh yeah, Wesley's like evolved into like pure light and gone to play at the edge of the galaxy or whatever.
So the end of Mystery Science Theater.
The end of Mystery Science Theater, yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't know what I imagined, but I did not imagine them becoming Gary Sevens. I sometimes like when they weave together different pieces from Star Trek, but that one doesn't work for me because
I got nothing for that. That feels dumb.
Yeah, it just Gary Seven felt like more administrative, like definitely a grounded in reality, takes his orders from a boss, fills out paperwork, whereas the Travelers always felt more ethereal and non-corporeal and, you know, like more like the Q or something, you know?
Yeah, that's I was never a big Traveler fan when he showed up that I can recall.
No, we called him a goat-hooved child pervert or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like us. Mm-hmm. But like, I didn't expect when he took Wesley away. Like, I genuinely figured it's like, oh yeah, you've evolved to a higher being or like whatever. You're gonna go do what higher beings do. I didn't think they were just gonna give him a job in an apartment and tell him to go fix time crimes.
Mm-hmm. That just reminds me of the crossover we did with the Gavs one year of the show called Crime Traveler.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Crime Traveler.
I mean, I forgot everything that happened in it, but I won't forget that title.
Mm-hmm. Was Teabag in that one?
No. Kachansky was in that one. That's all I remember.
That's right. I should have watched more Teabag. It's almost Christmas. I should watch some Teabag.
Oh, no, you shouldn't. Incidentally, for those of you who enjoy such things, we are already in talks with the Gavs.
Oh, yes.
One of those this year. So,
yeah, we're recording that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Don't know what we're doing yet, but yeah.
Nope.
It's their turn to pick, and hopefully, it can't possibly be as inexplicable as the royal family. That I will never forget.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I usually enjoy their picks. Like they get some good stuff, but royal family was rough.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Show me more of the tripod show. That was good.
That was all right. All right. Anything else about this episode?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, as we said, next week is the finale, which is called, I want to say Ouroboros, because that's how they say it on Red Dwarf, but I think it's Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, yes.
Yes.
Our Rob or Ross.
Mm-hmm. Ouroboros. Which makes
Called
me think,
Dave.
Great. Everything that happened at the end is happening at the beginning, which is exactly what we said was going to happen.
Well, Al, time is mined, so...
what does matter?
Something to think about.
So look forward to that. And then after that, we'll be doing a supplemental. So if you want to write to us, postatomichorror@gmail.com. We appreciate
Send us your mail.
And then after that, on to Strange New Worlds.
Yay.
Mostly yay for a little while. Anyway.
Yay.
They're doing a puppet episode, though. So
they're doing a puppet episode.
Yep. All right. The Patreon, as ever, patreon.com/Algar. For as little as $1, you can get episodes way ahead of time, and a bunch of other goodies. So check that out.
Yeah.
And I think that's all for this time.
Yeah. See you, folks.
The Post-Atomic Horror Podcast is a co-production of Maggie Robotham and Ron Algar Watt. Copyright 2025. Please don't sue us. We're just doing this for fun.